Hello.
No.
You should be able to hear it now. Turn it up then. The audio. It should be working.
Well, it's on my phone, full volume. Right, got you.
Is it working? Hi, Darren.
Here it's on now.
Little Fisher, how you doing? Hello, everybody. As you come in, hopefully the audio is working. Please let me know. Yay! You can hear me this time. Oh, oops. That's it. Wreck the joint. So let me just move over there. Can you see all this business going on here as well? Is that there? Thanks, Darren. Thanks for letting me know. Excellent. Aids in the house. We got Darren. We got Mr. Taylor, and we've got Adrian as well. Thanks for coming in, guys. Hope you're all well. It's fine and wonderful evening. Gotta be honest, I'm glad to just sit down. I've been decorating all day. So, what did you get, Mr. Tyler, from the tackle shop? Anything good? Some new stuff and whatever? Let me just turn my own volume down. Oh, that's a bit better. Anyone been up to anything half decent today as well? That's or this week. Darren, you been out this week? Oh, hi again, Aid. You alright? As you come in, guys, please hit the thumbs up as you come in. That'd be brilliant if you don't mind. Oh, I got some lures. You're going piking with your dad and your granddad. That'd be brilliant. That would piking or perching or zander even. Yeah, I'd love to. I've still not got a pike or a perch. Oh, I have got a perch on a lure. Not a zander though. On the tackle shop till. Which tackle shop did you go to, mate? Canal Side Tackle. Where's that? What area is that in? Just noticed Paul's coming. How you doing, Paul? You alright, mate? Hope you've had a good week. Hope you're not on the bank this week. It's been a bit well, it's horrible, isn't it? Yeah, Darren, we haven't been this week. Me and Spartacus haven't been this week because running to Christmas, wife wants the house decorated, so I have a list. See that? See that arm there? See that arm there? It's as long as that arm, the list. Yeah, boy Muriel. Well, I hope you're all well. As I say, I've done. I've not been out this week. Not done much. I don't know really. I threw the 5 minute Friday video together. Just put a few bloopers and some of the funny stuff that's happened. So no, I hope you enjoyed that one. Made me laugh as I was doing it. To be honest, I forget what an idiot I am sometimes. So but there you go. So just anyone know how the vote on the what's it went? Fair play to you, Aid. Really straightforward, isn't it, mate? Just bear with me a second, guys. Hello, she's not here, Mum. I'll get her to ring you when she comes back. Alright, tra. Sorry about that, guys. It's the 9 o'clock call from the mother-in-law, but the wife's not in. She's just she's out at the minute. So anyway, let me catch up again. Join Amazon Associates. Yeah, Aid. It's quite straightforward. The only thing you need to do is make sure you tell people that the links are below and that kind of thing. With your kind of views, if you can sort of say, I've bought this here, this camera or this, but you're gonna have to try and do it. So let's have a look. Rings a bell. It's been a hard day, Paul, innit? I could tell by the dad jokes. It's been a hard day. Those of you who haven't got Twitter, I do put up fishing jokes almost daily. My favourite one of the week is, right, you ready for this? There's a monastery and they're hard up for money, so they decide to open up a fish and chip shop. And a bit later on, there's a knock at the door, and the one of the priests answers the door, and the man says, "Are you a friar?" He says, "No, I'm a chipmunk." It makes me laugh every time, but there you go. Oh wow! How did you get him to do that, Aid? How did you get him to look at that? Hi Rich, how you doing, mate? Aid's just telling us about the channel stuff. I hope you're well, Rich. I know, Mr. Taylor. It's going around like a dose of salts. The old noroviruses. Yeah, it's as I say. Unfortunately, when you're at school, it just goes through all you guys because nobody washes their hands in the toilet, Mr. Taylor. Wash your hands. So yeah, I bet everyone. And as soon as kids get to hear that the norovirus is going around, they all conveniently fall sick. Oh, Mama got stomachache. So they all have the day off. Interesting. What did they tell you to do different, Aid? Have they told you anything different to do on the channel, or you wash your hands? All right, fair enough. Yeah, I think I found that with when we get the American guys into the channel, they don't understand what a match fishing is because obviously their tournament fishing is mainly off boats or with lures or it's all bass fishing, that kind of thing, isn't it? So no, it's quite different, and they don't quite get the fact that we don't keep the fish, we put them in a net and then let them go and weigh them in. Yeah, it's not an odd concept to us because we've grown up with it and that's how it's always been, and we've always put fish in keep nets and let them go, that kind of thing. But yeah, for someone who's not in this country, other than I think the Scandinavian countries, obviously they're Holland and all those kind of places do a lot of that kind of fishing. Okay. They- They're always telling people to change to try and do better thumbnails and better titles and stuff like that. They are, aren't they, Darren? I noticed that as well. If you see Carl and Alex, I know we talk about these two young fellas a lot. Um, they are starting to get into the carp fishing. There was one where they went with some young lads that go to this big lake and whatever. Um, you got a fish tank in the bedroom. I hope you're not keeping big carp and big perch in there, son. No, I've not on purpose killed a fish. I think we've all sort of occasionally it happens to you, especially those little waspy perch that swallow the hook. Sometimes it's really difficult to get the hooks out of them. So fished in the fish tank. There's actually there's a shop by me that do it's like an aquatic shop, and they do cold water fish, and they do what's it fish in the back, and they've got a video channel, and I was gonna I can't remember what it's called. I might in tomorrow and see the guys. Let me just plug this in. I'm losing battery. I might pop in and see them again because they've got a massive tank with some mirror carping of about they're not quite a pound, I don't think, but they look good. And I'm just thinking it'd be nice to actually go in there, maybe do a collaboration or something, just on putting a bag of bait on one side. I'm thinking now. Don't Copper Stu Vince is in the house. How you doing, Stu? Now don't get excited, Stu. But I'm thinking if I put some natural bait in one lady's tight and some pellets in another lady's tight, and then see which ones the fish go to, or put one with a bit of glug in it, one without, just to try different things. I think when I spoke to the lady, she was up for that, so that'd be quite a good video. Nice to see you all in, guys. Thanks for coming in. I hope you've had a good week, Stu. I can't remember what it's called, Mr. Taylor. It's by me. It's in Quinton. As I say, I'm going to see if I can find out what the channel is, and I'll give them a shout out. They actually went to the Amazon to source some fish, actually. So and they've got a video out, but I wish I could remember. Yeah, I was just going to ask how the carp guys got on, because they were on the bank, weren't they, last week? Because it was bloody cold last week. Last weekend was horrible. It's not so bad now. I mean, it's raining, but it's certainly warming up. Cheers, guys. What do you think of the new setup of the all this business? Oh, hang on, I have to do it the wrong way around, don't I? No, it's over there. That bit there. What do you think of all this? I'm gonna try different things, because obviously it's a bit busy with that thing going across the bottom. I'm not really happy about that, but I might be able to put up some pictures and stuff like that as we're going along. So if we have a topic that I want to try and cover, if we can, I'm going to drop a picture up and stuff. Darren managed a 12 pounder, mate. Or is that a 1.5 pounder? 12 pounder, I'd be happy with that. Especially if it was that cold as well. When I went last week, oh god, it was horrible. Not last week, the week before. I think, Stu, you've hit the nail on the head there, haven't you, really? It's not always about the fishing when you're out together. I was saying this to Aid at Margison and Rich at Margison. It's not always about like catching loads of fish and whatever. It's nice when you've got a bunch of lads that you know and you meet up and you're all sort of like-minded. You're all up for the crack, all up for a laugh. And then, well, I mean, sometimes you catch, sometimes you don't. It's what's called fishing, and it 12 pounders. Fair enough. I thought you meant £12. So you had one at £12. Yeah. As I say, it's just it's part of the fishing thing for me, and I often think about it, just going on the darker side of things, because obviously Dad's getting on a bit, and he's my fishing buddy. And I don't know what I'd do without him, to be fair. Sorry guys, just getting rid of that off me channel there. That's better. I could hear something in the background. I was watching some videos earlier, but some beautiful banks, but a pleasure to be there. Yeah, it's like I said, Paulie. I mean, even if you don't catch, but the lads catch, it's like it's what I'm looking for. I don't want to get. It's not like mushy. I don't want to be mushy about it, but it's like a shared experience, isn't it? It's like we don't get that as grown-ups anymore. As you get older, you don't have like the friendships that you have when you're a youngster and you're all messing about and you're all together. You don't get a chance to do that. But then when you're fishing, you're out fishing together with a bunch of guys or whatever. You get the bantan, you get the what's it? Yeah, I'm not too happy with the scrolling banner. I might see if I can. Let me see if I can get rid of it. It's quite easy to. Uh, Let me see. Let me see. No, it's not that. It's not that. It's not that. It's gonna be that one. There we go. It's a bit better. Yeah. I've got one of those big. You know, are you on about Paul? I'm just going back a little bit, guys. Paul's saying Amazon they got the piranhas packers, not for me. They've got. I know at this place they've got one of those. You know the fruit eating one, and that's a big disc. That's a massive fish. That is. Wet coals, they don't work. Oh no, Darren. I bet you were really looking for. Was that the only sort of food source you had if you got the barbecue like lit? Oh no. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Even with petrol. Oh God. I just imagine Paul emptying a tin of petrol over the barbecue. Go on, have that. Yeah. Black Paco, yeah, that's it. They're a big fish. They are, aren't they? Them what's it? Ones they eat nuts and everything. They got teeth like humans. They got like human teeth. It's crazy, crazy fish, crazy fish. So I'd seen Aiden Rich. I've watched part of your video. As I say, she's had me on there. She's had me on the. She's been cracking the whip all week. And to be fair, I can't say anything because I go fishing every week. Every single week I go fishing. So I can't say anything really. I get away with it, to be honest. So no, it's been what's it? England AV. How you doing, Joshua? How you doing? Nice of you to come in, guys. As I say, give us an idea where you are in the country and whatever. I think you're new in, ain't you? Just give us an idea of where you are. So no, we've yeah. It's as I say, I've not been out this week. I've had a couple of bad weeks, to be honest. Yeah, I've had a couple of bad sort of what's the word I'm looking for? Almost blanks I've had. I've just had one fish each time I've gone, and they've only been roach. You love bananas. Cool, cool. Glad you're okay. Ironbridge, Birmingham. Josh, I was if you don't mind me calling you Josh, I was up Ironbridge. Oh, when was I up there? About a month ago. I love the look of the river, and I popped into that tackle shop. As you come over the bridge, and there's a tackle shop just to your right hand side there. And the guy in there, what a smashing bloke he is. You probably know him. You probably know him. You probably know him. But yeah, cracking place. And the river looked brilliant when I was there. Obviously, it's going to be up now, so. But as I say, what's been going? Oh no, sorry, Longbridge, not Ironbridge. Oh my God, Josh, I do apologise. I need to wash these, don't I? Longbridge. No, as I say. Oh, sorry, Josh. Smithy's Angling Centre. Yeah, that's. Is that where it is? Is that where it is? But as I say, the river looked brilliant when I was there. Loads of what's it's on there. Loads of seagulls though. So I think if you cast a bait out, you'd have to be ever so careful because they'd just have it. They'd have it so quickly. They'd be on it as quick as you like. So there's just something else that's happening other than fishing. I do have another channel which I'm going to start uploading on, and it's going to be for gentlemen of the older variety, such as us, or the older gentlemen. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to be looking at the old TV, Saturday morning TV that we used to have. You know, things like Champion the Wonder Horse and what was the other one? Robinson Crusoe and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to be doing lots of videos about those. Lots of videos about doing YouTube as an older bloke and stuff like that. So Aids out this weekend on a match. Joshua the River is bone dry there, doing work on it. Sticklebacks around there, the bigger roach in there on Northfield or Kings Norton. Fair enough, Josh. Fair enough. I know they were working on the It's alright, I got a real tickle in the throat. So Darren's very local to me as well, Brown Hills. But now you're up in County Durham. What's the fishing like up there, mate? Have you got plenty of? I should imagine you have plenty of commercial lakes up there. But I know you like your carpet. Bless yourself. Thank you, mate. The river keeps flooding. Maybe the Sutton Coast just got a property there. Looking forward to it. Fair enough, Paul. Where are you now, Paul? Hyde knows who's going to be the champ. So where are you now, Paul? I forgot you're up north somewhere, aren't you? Sutton. You got some nice waters around Sutton. You've got you'll be able to pop over to Earlswood Lakes. That's a nice place to fish. Yep, me again. Is anyone out this weekend? Is anyone out tomorrow? Or any of you guys? You're not on the bank tonight, are you? Anybody? Yeah, some nice waters your side. Sutton, you sort of Coventry's fairly close as well. So you got Packington Summers is over that way, I think, isn't it? As well, that's not a bad one. Yeah, and there's isn't there England AV? Isn't there there's a what's it that runs through there as well? A canal. I'm thinking further up, and I'm not thinking there. Pairs match. I hope I get my bro or your nephew. You don't want Rich, mate. You wanna trounce Rich. You wanna spank him. So no. See if you can get your nephew though. I don't know. Is that recently, Josh? I went to Earlswood about 2 months ago, 3 months ago. I'm Quintum, Darren. I am. I'm right by Junction 3 of the M5. I don't live underneath the bridge, but I'm fairly close. I'm like 2 roads away from it. So I do when I fish that corridor that goes towards Kidderminster. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's about 8 in the space of about 10 mile. And you have your favourites, don't you? So I do. There's a place called Onnington, which is close to me. Then there's Wassell Grove, there's Zion Farm, Willow Marsh, a new one that I found called Bell's Mill, which is absolutely cracking. Which is absolutely, it's a top fishery, that is. You carper guys would like that as well, Bell's Mill. He's got some nice fish in there. They've got one called Tango, which is bright orange. That comes out. I think she's about £28, £29 now. Black Boy for Xander. Where's that, mate? Don't know that. Is that a pub? The pairs are drawn out of a hat. You better hope you don't get him. Confessions of a Carper. Oi oi, how you doing, son? Oi oi, Savaloy. Yeah, we'll have to. We'll have to meet up for an open. I'll have to do an open, and I'll just fish a normal match instead of trying to be careful, or not be careful, be clever, because I ain't clever, so it's pointless. Pointless thing me trying to be clever. God, I wish that was Guinness. I love Xander as well. Never caught one. I've seen guys pull them out. No, yeah. I love Xander. I just the look of them. They're a proper predator looking fish, aren't they? They have big vampire teeth and everything. As I say, I was with a guy who did catch one, and awesome looking fish. Frisbee Lakes. There's we were talking about this the other week. That's about there's a few places, isn't there? They've got like predator lakes. Mike's in the house. How you doing, Mike? Mr. Tyson. Nice of you to come in. You're on the Stella. Fair play, eh? You're fishing. If you're fishing tomorrow, stay off the Stella. Confession of God, been a long week at work. Only did 2 days. Fair enough. As I say, you missed it. I've said a bit earlier. I've not been out this week. Been decorating this week, ready for Christmas. Or it's got to be decorated for Christmas. I don't know. Love the liberal views. Fair enough. Black Xander also wood canal supposed to have some Xander in. Also wood canal. They're a bit hit and miss on the canals, I've heard. Like, there are some places where there's quite a few, but they don't seem to have spread like completely through the canal system. So you've got an even spread of them. There tends to be like a block of them here, a block of them there, that kind of thing. Never drink the night before a mash. I've been fishing for a few. Chest and fish. Josh, I mean the way the weather is now, you can't risk it, mate. You get wet or something, you got a chest infection, you're a goner. Sunday this week. Oh, fair enough, Hyde. Yeah, you gotta watch it this week. Go out this week, especially the way how cold it's been. We went out, as I say, not this week, just gone the week before. I was freezing on the bank. I was. Sally Oak stretch. Fair enough. I went past down by the university. There's a road that goes over the top of the canal down there, and that looks like a nice place to fish. That does. Oh, you're on it as well. Who was it who said about Earlswood? I think it was Daz said the same as you, Mike. When did they drain it? Josh is up by you, mate. He's from Longbridge. Josh, Mike's from Northfield Way. Cool. The engine pulls the small. Is it the smaller of the two, Josh? I think it is, isn't it? That'd be cracking. That would if they turned it back into what's it? Because I remember they did. They moved a lot of the roach from one to the other one. They moved loads of roach from one to the other one, and put the bigger carp into the bigger lake. I'm sure that happened a while ago. Going Sunday, sorry, need to redeem myself from the bank at Drayton Reservoir. Was that where you did your live? At Drayton? NI Cubs in the house, how you doing, Daryl? Nice of you to pop in, young man. By the George pub, yeah. Oh, that's the one on the corner, isn't it? So that's, well, that's interesting. That's interesting, because me and Lib went for a walk around the what's it, and they've got them nice long fishing, they're more like, I want to call them, sort of, they're almost like a jetty to sit on, rather than a peg. But they look good to fish off, and that'd be interesting. That would. But why would they drain it to make it to turn it back into a? £4 to £6 carp. Interesting. Interesting. I might Google that after. That'd be an interesting place to go for a fish. But as I say, when me and Lib went, it looked nice. There was a couple of lads fishing. They hadn't caught anything by the time we got round there when I was talking to them. But no, that'd be pretty cool. That would. Yeah, I quite like the idea of that, turning that into a match lake. Especially as well, because everyone's going, what's it now? A lot of people are doing the feeder fishing, and there's not many big waters by us in Birmingham, really. So what they're doing with the mite, they're moving them across to the other one. I think it's the right thing to do, and I think the carper guys will agree with me that if you got a match lake, you don't want fish above £6-7 really. You want to put them on their own and sort of, I don't want to say leave them to the carpers, but do you know what I mean? You want to have some bigger fish. You want a specimen lake and you want a match lake. You want to keep them completely different, and you don't want too big a fish in there. Yeah, it was, Mike. It was. I think Josh is asking what part of Brum you're from, Mike. So yeah, I think they had. Yeah, I seem to remember that about Brum, and I also remember there was I'm sure there was a big terrapin came out of there as well. Someone had dropped a terrapin in there. Vivaro Tech Shift gearboxes has died on his van. Oh dear. I think Screaming Dodds is in the house. How you doing as well? I think you're right, mate. If you're a carper, you don't want to fish a match lake, really. And I think as a matchman, you don't really want to be catching those big carp because, as I say, anything over, I'm thinking anything really, I think we had this conversation before, anything over £6, I wouldn't want to put in a net. You get 4 of them in a 3 metre keep net, because that's all most keep nets are. There's not enough room. You shouldn't be putting fish that big in a net, I don't think, anyway. Earlswood terrapin. Yeah, I remember there was a terrapin. I'm sure there was. Someone was fishing because there's pike in the in Earlswood as well. Probably no. You've probably seen each other about. You've probably seen each other on the banks, guys. To be honest, places that you fish. Just bear with me a sec. Your mum's wrong, Lib. 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 Your mum's wrong. Oh, okay. Oh, there you go. That's my good deed for the day. Confessions of Carper. He knows what he's talking about. Cuttle Mill. I haven't been to Cuttle Mill. Oh, I can't remember. No, I can't remember. Jam Factory is another one that I've heard so many things about and I've never been. Never been to the Jam Factory. I'm just imagining Aids just saying that Richie's van won't go past second. So I'm just imagining Rich screaming down the road doing 25 miles an hour in second gear. Oh, Mike, seeing as you in as well, I've got the I found, and I thought I'd lost it. I found the Alv Church video, or the SD cards out the camera for the Alv Church video, and that's and I've sort of looked at that, and that's a cracking one. Oh, by the way, carping guys, and the guys who are sort of local to me, or will be local to me, Alv Church Fisheries just digging out a big specimen lake. It's the biggest lake they're going to have there. They might actually be filling it with water now because it looked like it was almost finished. Two big islands in it, and whatever. That looked really, really good. My Family Garden. How you doing, Monty? Rowith Pavilion and Cadbury Pool. Yeah, Josh. We've been talking about Rowith and how good it is as a park lake. It's really, really good. I didn't know you could fish Cadbury Pool, to be fair. Andrew Fishman's in the house. Guys, if you don't know, Andrew Fishman has got up early in the morning because he lives in Australia. G'day, mate. How you doing? He's a smashing guy. Always supported the channel since the beginning. If you've not seen his channel, he's a carp fisherman over there in Australia. Always returns the carp, which is sort of unheard of over there. And he cut a bust of the last video I saw. I hope you're well, Andrew. I haven't spoke to you for ages. A great garage, local garage. Had it over 3 months and can't fix it. Oh my god. Darren, I've got to be honest, mate. I'm going to hold my hands up. Remind me what the video was, and I'll tell you where I've seen it. Mike, I love Rose, great place, mate. Where is the Cadbury Pool? Fishing the dead arm. Which private man they call from the country go? So how do you fish it, Josh? Do you have to become a member or? Behave yourself, Pod. I'm telling you. You'll be getting your spanner. What? It should have come up, mate. I've just added you as a moderator. I don't know why it's not there, mate. You are added. Tell you what, try and booking Woodsies. Mike. The planting, not better working. Fair enough. There you go, Paul. You got your blue, what's it? Mr. Fishman. You'll find a what's it there as well. But, definitely. You know, if I came on one of these carping socials, I'd just have to sit there. I'd be like, you know, that carping virgin. Don't get no ideas, you lot. I'll tell you what, I'm wearing tight pants that day. Interesting. Mike and Josh, I'll have to come with you. We'll have to organise it. In the spring, not over the winter, lads. In the spring, and we'll pop over to Roe together. That'd be good. That would. It really would be good. Confessions of a Carper. I know you're knackered. You've done your 2 days this week. Fair play to you, son. Thanks very much for coming in. I really appreciate you coming in. True North Anglers in the house. How you doing, True North? Thank you for coming in. Screaming Dodsy, you have to prove yourself. You have to prove yourself to be trustworthy. Good. So I don't know how Pard got one, to be perfectly honest. Joshua, it's a bit of a. Okay. Oh, bloody hell. So you have to pay £45 a year. I don't pay that much to go fishing, mate. I'm saying nothing how I get away with it, but yeah, Virgin in the Woods. Fair play. I hope it comes good, mate. I hope it comes good. The new job. I hope it really does come good. It was what me and Monty were going to call the new soap opera. That was scary that day, I tell you. He still thinks it's a date. It's not a date. We were on a break. Screaming Dodgy, I can't be trusted. Look at my hoodie. Mate, I'm gonna watch a few more of your videos first, and then and then I might throw a blue spanner your direction. Who you trolling? Oh, for pike. No, not people. Yeah, I hope you're quite safe over there, Andrew. I noticed that on our news this morning there was like about 2 or 3 fires getting together and becoming like a mega fire or something. Paul, don't big him up. I've just calmed him down. I'm going to watch a couple of his videos first. Make sure he's a trustworthy character and a stalwart of the fishing community. So I don't know how you got yours, to be honest. I might take it back off you. There you go. So NI Carper, is that in a lock over there, or are you? How would you be doing? Obviously off a boat. You're driving along the side of the lake with your car, with your what's it out the window. Okay, that was a stupid question. I do apologise. Death Spider, how you doing? Thanks very much for coming in. Yeah. No, they won't, mate. I'm keeping it clean, keeping it lean. Yeah. So no, well, thanks very much for all coming in, guys. Please hit the bell if you've not the bell. Please hit the subscribe. Please hit the thumbs up. Thank you very much for coming in, guys. Yeah, I prefer lakes, to be honest, than rivers. I always have issues with rivers. I don't know whether it's because of the rivers that I fish, but the Severn's always, the banks are like that, are like sort of almost vertical. They're full of stingers. I fall in. I always fall in when I'm out of the water, or at least get my foot in. So no, I prefer lake fishing than river fishing, to be honest. It might be just the rivers that I'm fishing, to be honest. Fingers crossed for you, Angela, and fingers crossed for all the other people. It can't be, gotta be a scary time. Josh has just said he's done that on a canal. He's had the rod in one hand, riding his bike with the lure through the water. I'm not fishing this weekend, Aid. I'm fishing on probably Wednesday or Thursday. And we're thinking, we're thinking a canal actually, to be honest. And I'm gonna drop, I'm gonna take a feeder rod, and I'm also taking a lure rod. I'm gonna drop a big lobworm in, and while the lobworm's doing its stuff, I'm gonna be casting a lure out, trying to get myself me £2 perch plus this week. Andrew, while you're in, have you seen Robbie's video with that big perch he caught? That was a stonker, that was. God bless him, he put it back in as well. Never took it home. So that's pretty good. He's got great purpose-made pegs now. Lots of work has been done. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Going Dodsy 2. God knows. Also, did you see the barbel record? Yeah, I saw the barbel record go. That was a beautiful fish. That was a beautiful fish. What kind of fish? Yeah, where are you now? Depth spade out. It's hard for me to say that. I do apologise. But where are you now? I know if you were in Canada, would you have been fishing for walleye, big perch, obviously as well, ice fishing as well. Something I've always wanted to do. £21 barbel. Oh my god! I knew it was big. I didn't know it was that big. New UK record. Jesus. There we go. On the Oxford Canal. Right, Zed's point there was a bit late. As I say, Xander for me, I'm 5 years in the jungle. You were in Jumanji, you were, Dodsy. Yeah, barbel that size. That's gonna fight like you wouldn't believe. Oh, Zed's. Yeah. No, I'm not sure where I'm going to fish actually, to be honest. I definitely want to try a canal because my view on it is, past couple of times we've been, it's been really hard work anyway. So I'd rather be hard work on a canal as be hard work on a commercial. Do you know what I mean? And just get out there and have a go, try something different. Oh my God, Monty. Oh God. Yep. I don't even know. I know, like, you can all read, guys, but Monty's just put, I wouldn't mind going ice fishing when it's a bit warmer, though. Yeah, I'd love to try ice fishing. Love to have a go at that. Anyone see the one where they're ice fishing and they're bringing a fish out, or they think it's a fish out, and as they get it to the hole, it's an otter. The otter's stuck on the hook. And I've seen one where they've had a big muskie, or it was a pike or whatever, and all they got out of the hole was the head. They couldn't get any more out. John Ames is in the house. How you doing, John? Thanks for coming in. If you're not aware, guys, we're multinational at the minute. We got NI Carper, Northern Ireland Carper. We got Andrew from Australia. We got John from America. We've got what else we got in? We got Dep Spader in the house as well, who was in Ontario in Canada, or was. Where are you now? Did we find out? I don't know if we found out. Thank you very much for coming in, John. John's got a great channel. Does a lot of like fishing videos, but he also does some nice shots and nice nice shots of the countryside, and also a trail camera, which I find amazing. I'll sit and watch that for hours. So John sets up a trail camera, gets like he gets the deer going through. You had a bear as well, didn't you, John, at one point? Peaky Carper's in the house. Another local. How you doing, son? Nice of you to pop in. Screaming Dodds is from Africa. He's out of Africa. Just get him an eater. Oh my god. A lot of the guys who do the ice fishing as well, anyone that has done it, I've seen them use it's like a depth sounder that they have on the top of the water, and it picks up the fish. I've seen them use those. It's like they sink like a microphone into the water, or obviously it's not a microphone, it's a some kind of radar, and it picks up the fish. I've also seen them where they drop a camera down as well, which is quite interesting. Todd's the mentalist. Peeky behind on the back tomorrow with this weather. I know. It's a shame you couldn't have gone. It's a shame you couldn't have gone sort of in the in the week really, because it's been quite nice all week. It's been milder and milder. But having said that, mate, it might be raining, but I think it's still not too bad weather temperature wise. I'm on Family Garden. Everyone's saying hello to everyone else. Echo Sounder, yeah, Josh, I've seen them use those, and they pick up even the small fish. I watched Darren from what's his name? I can't remember what his channel is, but he does a lot of ice fishing, and he does lives from the inside the ice fishing tent thing that he's got, and that's pretty cool. And he gets himself some nice perch come out of there as well. So no, pretty cool, pretty cool. Alright, what's going on? Anything else? What's going on? Let's book a pic here. You got a few fish. I think you should be all right tomorrow. I think it's been mild enough, hasn't it? It's not. We've not had the ups and downs that we've had. We've had a steady sort of few days. Every time that I've been fishing the past couple of weeks, the night before has been so cold, and then you get there, you turn up, and it looks beautiful, and there's not a ripple on the lake or anything, and it looks like it should fish really well, but they're not there. They just don't having it. Yeah, I've seen that as well, Josh. Yeah. I saw one the other day where someone was fishing with they were fly fishing with a fly, and a carp took it. But obviously, it's a natural bait they're gonna take, isn't it? And we all know that fish take stuff off, carp take stuff off the surface. So if they're particularly hungry, in like where they're not sort of fed like we feed them, they are going to take what they're good. That's the thing about carp, and it's why they do well everywhere. The what's it feeders, aren't they? They're opportunist feeders. They'll take anything. Okay, I'd. Oh, like a bread imitation. Yeah, it's there's a lot of carping places. you'll a lot of carping sort of lakes and stuff don't like you taking the carp off the top because it rips the lips if you're not sure what you're doing with the fish. Imitation bugs, yeah. I've got to be honest with you, Josh. I'm a bit the same. I like a mixed bag. I like to get carp. I like to fish for them now and again. I love margin fishing for carp. I love seeing them in the water as well. That's pretty cool. And zigs in mince are a must, yeah. It's a carp in money, what you? Yeah, I got to say, I'm sort of, I mean, as if you've seen my videos at all, you'll know that it's like I'm a leisure angler, really, pleasure fisherman. It's why I don't go out. So no, it's quite as I say, I do like catching loads of different fish, and it's why I like the commercials, really, I suppose. But as I say, my main aim this what's it? Any advice, guys? I'm desperate to get myself a £2 perch. I need to get a £2 perch out of the canals. Zigs in winter, I must, yeah. John's just saying hello to Andrew. Andrew saying hello to John. Darren's proud of being from Brown Hills. Fair enough, Darren. It seems to me that a lot of guys are sort of moving into the. Oh, was he? All right, fair enough. Fair enough, guys. Fair enough, guys. That's why you've got the spanners. So I'll be guided by you. As I say, we just need to keep it as friendly as we can, to be honest, because that's the thing about this live stream. It's the chat that's good, and that's what I really like. So yeah, I like to stay local. I've got to be honest with you, Paul. Cams, where's that, Paul? Where about is that? Oh, you've started, Josh. You've got Stu going now. I think what we're talking about is the I haven't got the patience you guys have got, and I think Josh is much the same. Josh is only a young fella anyway, so it's like having the time to get out there. I couldn't. Let's put it down there. Average is about 1.5 to 3.25 pound. Biggest I've had is £2. Oh. Well, people stop telling me about the over £2 perch they've had. Where, Josh, at Sally Oak? Whereabouts? And do you have to pay? And where do you get your ticket from? Or do they come on the bank? Or a blade, or a damned big yabby. It might be a bit sparse, but you find a crawfish or two. Come up north, bish. Yeah. It's a real thing with me at the minute. Top butt water. Okay. Oh, Seamus. Seamus has managed to get in. Be a brief. Hope you're all well. Can't wait to get back to this live stream. Fridays are not the same. Seamus, we are missing you as well, mate. We need your Asgardian hammer. I like to be active. I think that's the difference between pleasure anglers and carp anglers. I think the carp anglers have more patience than than what I've got. I haven't got the patience. I love the what's it that Carper's put in. I love the attention to detail and the prep and I mean most of all the good baits and the good practices have come from carp angling, to be honest. So all the good baits, all the way hooks are tied now and whatever, it's all come from carp fishing. Seamus, so good to see you come in, mate. I can't wait to see you back. Okay. How'd you get down there, mate? Can you park by Halfords? Park in that car park. I know where you're on about, by the station. Get down there by the station. I know it's cod. It's Murray cod season, isn't it? Yeah, it's Murray cod season. I know. Rowan at RKJ was beefing up his hooks and his lures and stuff like that because he was going out for them. Okay, Josh. Oh, fair enough. Pika Carper's been up there as well and had a look. Did you not fish it, Pika? Was you just checking it out to see whether it's worth it? Yeah, because I'd take Spartacus with me, I need to get somewhere where it's fairly close to get down and that kind of thing. Good bait comes from the bakery. The only problem is, Andrew, a lot of places we're not allowed to use bread. We're not allowed to use bread over here. At a lot of the places that I fish, it's not like you've got your rivers and whatever that aren't policed or whatever. Ours was policed. I don't know if you saw, Andrew. Did you see where I got checked for my license? So only the second time in 40 years that my license has been checked. But I was pleased to see them actually. I'm glad that they came round because it means that the idiots who, because obviously if they're not going to get a license, they're not going to look after the fish, are they? They're not going to care. They're normally people who are going to take the fish, they're going to pinch the fish, that kind of thing. That's what's going to happen. So no, it's let's have a look. The fish over here, I've seen every bait going, and we have to fish clever. I think actually you've hit the nail on the head there, Aid. That is what that's the difference, I think, because our fish are so heavily fished that you have to come up with all these mad sort of ideas and whatever to try and catch a fish, and a lot of them work, to be honest. We're not allowed to use bread. Yeah, we're not allowed to use bread in a lot of places. Well, so rather or in the train station when you get there by going down the path next to Sainsbury's, or in the middle of the car shop opposite Big John's. Oh, I know that, the Vauxhall place. Here a carp generally gets one taste of a bait. Most people never return them. Yeah, yeah. Next to Big John's. Play a little scope about. Fair enough, PK. Text last week. Yeah, Sally Oak. Yeah, as I say, were you fishing then, Aid? It's allowing bread. Yeah, that's it. It's a Vauxhall Garage. I used to do windscreens in there, Josh. A while back. It's been a Vauxhall place for years. That has, absolutely years. Dope Spider, thank you very, very much for coming in. I thank you very, very much. Please hit the like on your way out. Subscribe. Do all the business. Thank you very much. think you're right, Paul. I think also the issue was as well with the bread and using floating bread. It was encouraging ducks, and ducks are a nightmare when I'm fishing. Oh God, I hate ducks so much. Yeah, it's. I noticed that a few places by me are allowing sinking bread during the winter. One of them is allowing it between October to March. And I think another one's allowing it just over the winter. They haven't specified when. But yeah, I've got this. I meant to leave it up here actually, to be perfectly honest. I've got this this new bait, this Fukuja bait, which I'm gonna have a go with as well when the weather's a little bit better, and do a review on it as well. It's the new bait from the I can't remember what his name is. The guy who did Preston Innovations. Obviously his name's Preston. His second name's Preston. I don't know his name. His first name is. But he's developed this bait. He sold Preston Innovations, and now he's put all his money and all his efforts into this bait. And actually, I won it on Facebook. There was a competition on Facebook, and I got sent a bag. So I'm gonna give that a go. But a bag of it is only $1.99. So it's like a it's like a it's like Play-Doh. It's the only description I can say. But it's got this special flavouring in it, and from the looks of it, it looks like it's pretty good stuff. Yeah, Jamie dobs all the time when it's quiet when he's match fishing. He does say that he's gonna dob about with some bread. Doesn't feed, he just dobs the bread about. Get down Bewdley Town Water. I watched. I don't Peaky. I don't know if you saw Steve's video. The Black Country Piker. He did a video from down Bewdley. And he was. Oh no, was his Bridgenorth or Bewdley? But he bought about 4 or 5 pike. Brilliant, brilliant. The guys who came round, Andrew, to do the check your licenses and everything. What you see on the video is after. They just came around. They just had a chat, asked us for our licenses. Obviously, we could produce them. And I said to them, look, is it okay if I do so, if I film you just checking a license and whatever? And the guy said, yeah, perfectly okay. It's nice to see, and if you can put that up. He took a card off me. Hopefully, he says my gaffer will want to see this as well. So no, they were really, really nice. And that was before I even told them about the video. I am on Facebook. I just look for Fish with Bish. It's up there. Is it his most recent one, Andrew? Because I've not seen his most recent one. The last one I saw, he was. Oh no, that was on Facebook. He was giving away that sounder thing that he's got. No, I saw him catch those little perchy things, the ones that seem to be coming back again. Strange name, I can't remember what they were called. Where he had a mixed bag. That was the one. Yeah, just check it out, Aid. Check it out. I don't know if you're on as well. I'll have a look for yours. I don't go on Facebook very much. Every now and again, what I do is I upload the video onto YouTube, and then I drop it onto there. I drop it onto Twitter as well. So, excuse me. So no, it's He did, didn't he? And he was up high, which I thought was a brilliant way of videoing it as well. Because he was up on that high bank with the railing and everything. You could see the carp coming in. The carp, sorry. You could see the pike coming in. Brilliant it was. Really, really good. He had a nice chat with someone as well, old fella there. He got moved on because there was there was a match down there as well. I think it was on that weekend. I was talking to Steve about it. On that weekend, that some of the guys had a cracking sort of. They had there was, I think, something like about 40 odd pound won the match on a river with mainly chub and a few barbel. Yeah, yeah, good idea. Bewdley is a nice place, Mike. I tell you, it's also nice as well. Different type of place though. It's really sort of commercial with, and that's Stourport. Went for a long walk along the Stourport, down by the river and everything, and that was quite nice. That was when it was really warm though. That was t-shirts and shorts weather. Only seems like about 5 minutes ago. Yeah, Bewdley is a stunning place. Absolutely stunning. Well, funny enough, I've been sorting a few things out this week, and I found a few SD cards, a few memory cards out the cameras that I've put into envelopes, and I'd not marked on the envelopes what they were. So I've got about 4 or 5 fishing trips that I've not turned into videos. So while the weather's crap, I might put a few warmer videos on. There's the one that I did at Alvechurch Fishery, and that was a pretty good day, to be honest. In fact, it was a very good day. Yes, yes, mate. I did see it. I did see it, and and he didn't want to bring the cod out the water, did he? Because obviously it was what's it. I did have the hot donuts, mate. Oh, bag of hot donuts. Ooh, that's what I look like I do. Bag of hot donuts. Oh, starving I am. So forgot stupid 2888. I don't know. I have no idea what he's going on about. He's talking in code. Yeah, I did, Mike. Absolutely stunning as well. Lovely, lovely stuff. Yeah, and I did see that one, and I know that I think Robbie had one as well, didn't he? Um, Unfortunately, they're sort of making a bit of a comeback, aren't they? They're not as what's it as they were before. I did have a takeaway tonight, mate. I had a what did I have? I had crispy duck in plum sauce. Mm. Ooh. I did have a takeaway. How do you know, Mr. Tyson? Have I got it all around my mouth? All on me, all on here. So, what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to give it another 5 minutes, and then I'm going to knock it on the head. Um, and then we still haven't come up with a name for the live stream, have we? I might just call you the Gills. No frills, just Gills. I've, Mate, do you know what, Peaky? I saw that. It's like is it like that bit of a pool that's by the? Oh no, hang on. I know that goes up towards the marina, up by there. Now, guys, keep it clean. Keep it I mean, no, don't keep it mean. Keep it lean. Some serious pike and perch in that star put dead arm. Yeah, I saw there's. there's like almost a little pool thing by by the uh, by the fair. You have to go across the bridge. Just deals. No frills, just deals. Just girls. No, just no frills, just girls. Good night, Josh. Have a good one, son. We'll have to have a get together, won't we? All the local guys. We'll have to do something together. Maybe have a canal day, and then everyone can show everyone the spots or whatever. Andrew Fishman, thank you so much for getting up to come in the live. Thank you, Mr. Pard, for having the blue spanner. Mike, always a pleasure. Peaky Carpus, thanks for the info. You've come up with some really good info. So, are you going to try the Canal Bells Millbish? I think I might actually, Mike. I think I might try that. Purely because I can get Dad there as well. Because I can park, 10 foot away from the canal. Set Dad up by the bridge, and then I'll move. I can move like one way or the other, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean now, Peaky. I've seen that. I'd have thought you'd have fished the canal. I thought it might be one of the matches that you do, or maybe you try I don't know, an open match on a canal. Because with your use of like a longer pole, because I don't use a long pole, you could get to the other bank quite easily with your 16 metre on some of the stretches. So yeah, canal style lake. That's what I mean. You could fish it almost like a canal style lake because it is a canal basically. So anyway, guys, I'm going to knock it on the head now. Thank you very, very much, everybody, for coming in. We'll see you all next week. Hopefully there'll be a proper video up this week. And I'll see you all real soon. Thank you very, very much. And it's good night to you all. Andrew, I'll see you in the other live streams if you're going in. I tell you, Andrew, there's a good one on a Wednesday night, a bit later than mine. And it's Mark Carp. And the guys here will tell you it's a really good channel. Really good one. Good luck, everyone everyone who Paul's hit the nail on the head. Everyone who's out fishing this week. See you real soon, guys. Ending the stream now.